Caroline and Sergio. We are so excited that we got this BOGO deal from Dubai because me and Evan just love watching you guys on the show and seeing you in the flesh because you're both gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys look great. You're glowing. This what we were just talking about spray tan. So you're sprayed. This I feel like this is natural.
I feel like you have the same tanner as I do.
I don't think I can afford the same tanner as you, Caroline, but I'll take that.
We're a really nice shade of orange.
Yeah, we are. Nice. We are. I match the couch.
Wait.
So do I.
And are you someone when you get tan, the mood changes? That you're like.
Yes. I'm like, I am young. I am thin. You know, yes. 100%.
It's so I feel like you've been in your like young and thin era for a little bit right now because you got the facelift. We love the facelift. You talked about your Ozempic journey. It's like so nice to hear you be so candid about things that women, especially within the Housewives universe, they're not really open about. Facelifts, Ozempic, like it's a lot. What made you want to be open about those specific things?
Well, I mean, I think if you look at the season and the year before, I looked like I ate Sergio. So, like, if you know, suddenly I'm this thin, that doesn't really, like, what you can't say I'd have to live in the gym. So, no, I actually did Mounjaro.
Okay.
Ozempic didn't react that well for me. I ended up being quite sick. So, yeah.
Okay, we got the Mounjaro. I've heard is like the magic one. It really just makes it goes overdrive. But it is such a thing where it's like you said. Watching yourself back on TV is such, I'm sure, a crazy feeling.
Well, it's my old face too.
Yeah.
So I'm like everything. I like the scene where I'm in bed with Sergio just now. And we're talking after I think you guys have watched it after the fight at my house. And I was looking at, all I could think about was my neck. And I'm like, oh, that's gone.
Do you think you would have gotten the surgery had you not had the show to, like if you weren't looking at yourself on camera?
Oh God, 1,000%. Yeah, I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. And I'm like over the moon I did. Yeah.
And I feel, Sergio, you have 0% body fat and 98 abs. But watching back yourself on TV, do you ever have things in your head? Because it's like we always, like so many housewives are so vocal about like, oh my God, I hate myself how I looked 2 seasons ago. Does that ever happen with you or no?
I mean, it's just, this season I had so much stress on me, so I think it was kind of like I lost a lot of weight, you know, in the season because we were moving and there was just so many things going on.
He looks, you know, they say the camera puts on 10 pounds. It takes it off him. I don't know what happens.
Oh, I wish I
and gives it to me.
That's someone to me too. Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, but I have been loving, I mean, you guys' season. It has been such a good season and people are just so excited that, you know, Dubai is back because we had to wait a minute for it. And Caroline, I'm so excited for you, this recent episode, or the most recent one, that like drama's starting and I was like, oh no, she's in the hot seat, but you're not really in the hot seat. Between Lisa and Ayan.
I mean...
Or not yet, at least.
Well, yeah. I end up apologizing for them. But I'm like, I'll just take it. I'm really sorry. And I don't even know what I'm apologizing for anymore. But I'm like, it's always my fault, so I just may as well just own it.
What do you think of the way that their friendship ultimately fizzled out? And do you think that they'll end up being friends again? I mean, because even in that moment when, like, right before you're sand gliding with Ayan, she had to, like, say, like, that is my best friend. Like, they were, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love you!
Yeah. And then now it's I love you, and she don't love her.
Well, I think you have to keep watching. That's not... It looks like I'm the problem. Like everyone's ditched all their friends for me, which is hilarious. I'm not that great, or I am. But I think you'll see it's got nothing to do with me, really. That was going to implode with or without my friendship.
I know. I feel like there's a lot of just like shifting friendships happening with all the ladies because like Talene and Brooks, them, and I think Sarah and Lisa are okay after and everything like that, but it just seems like a very like kind of crazy time. So it makes sense that people would gravitate towards someone in the group that they maybe could get closer with to be like, oh, I need to vent, or you're just someone who I don't have drama with right now. Can we get drinks or something?
Yeah, I don't think this friend group is fun if you don't have a friend. You know, you want to have a friend that you have a laugh with. Yeah, so obviously everyone sort of gravitates to finding somebody that they can have a giggle with and, you know.
Finding you on the dance floor to 80s music.
Yes, it's like musical chairs.
Do you know what's more fun than watching the season of Dubai sometimes is watching y'all cover it on Twitter and you're like live tweeting it and you are interacting with each other. I'm curious, are you like next to each other in bed while you're doing that? Or
Yeah,
like
we are,
inside?
yeah.
Okay, that is so how does that work? Like when you're like, are you like, oh my god, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, or is it just
no? He just
you're like,
and he'll read it because we're watching TV, and then he'll read what I've tweeted, and he'll just go.
In her
And
own little
sometimes
bubble
he'll tweet something. I'm like, no, delete it.
He's like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Just stop.
stop.
I'm like, okay, honey, just.
You know, so you know, like if one of the girls will poke him or something, I'm like, just don't reply.
Oh, I understood now. Now I learned. So I'm like, honey, I'm gonna answer back. She's like, no answer. Like, you know, so she kind of like guide me a little bit because.
Because it's funny when, well, I mean, it's funny for us when you make fun of Sergio on Twitter and he replies to that.
Yes.
But that's fair game because you're in the same bed versus you don't want to rock other boats. Yes.
Yeah. No. I don't make up fun of him from different rooms in the house.
That would be a lot, actually.
I love that. Now, I was just going to say this season we've seen you guys talk about the baby journey. It was really emotional seeing you get so emotional. It was really also interesting seeing you not be emotional whatsoever over the situation. Where are we today?
In the same position. All I can think about is my very expensive white couch and a toddler. But it's, look, I got a phone call while we were in Bali.
Things changed a little bit in the last, you know.
Where
tell
the doctor that made our embryo said that it's now, you know, it's become legal in the Middle East. So there's now a surrogacy agency in Abu Dhabi, bizarrely, and they've asked me to go there when I come back from this tour. So I'm like, oh my God. So before it was like, but at the same time, our baby right now, we're building this like little hotel in Bali and all of this kind of stuff, and we're doing bus labels. So how am I putting a baby in the middle of this?
There's so many things going on. We don't really have time, you know, for a baby now.
His ovaries are on fire. That's all he sees is babies. And his really good friend, who was our neighbor, just had a baby yesterday. So I'm hoping maybe they could like deliver it for 24 hours.
Actually, my dad came to her and said, like,
God.
I want a baby. Like, let's have a baby. I will take care
I
of
want
it.
a baby. He's like,
My
I'll
dad
take
says
care
that,
of
I
it.
was
You
like-
won't have to do anything.
Okay, so we have
I'm not
Dad
having a
on
baby
board.
with his father. Let's be clear. That would be season
But
4.
it takes a village, though. It's nice that you have that help, and also I feel like I know the two of you are so busy, but Sergio, like you're really ready to
I
have
thought you
this
said
baby.
so busy with Sergio.
Oh,
yeah.
well, busy
Yes,
with Sergio.
he takes a
There's
lot
that
of
too.
looking after.
But I feel like you would step up and make it work if
No,
we
it's gonna
had
be
the
my baby. I know.
Yeah.
That, you know, she's not gonna do anything. That's for sure. But you know, I think it's gonna be me and my dad having the baby.
Yes.
I love that,
That's a
though,
great,
honestly.
Girl, that sounds like a good setup.
No, it's a great setup.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of considering it. I just wanted to like have another puppy, or like in Dubai, people
It's
have
not happening.
monkeys,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
anything like this.
But I
no,
kind of feel like a baby would be easier than a monkey.
She's gonna love the baby.
Well, especially with the couch.
with the
Can,
couch.
you said you
yes.
had that white couch. Come on.
The white couch.
Wait, and now this hotel journey that we're going on in Bali.
Yeah.
What is the hope of, like, when do we want it to be open? And is it open like anyone could just go to it? Like, what's happening with this?
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna be
I
open
mean,
for everybody.
yeah, the people I like. Yeah, it's going to be open for everybody. So it's really Sergio's project. I think it's gonna. Well, we'll show you pictures.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's really cool.
We're hoping
Really
to open
cool.
2026.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so which of your castmates are we inviting to the Bali hotel first?
Oh.
And which aren't scoring an invite?
I mean, do I really need to answer
I
that?
think. Oh, I think
I mean, yes.
Okay, I'm inviting. Well, obviously, I'm going to invite Chanel now.
Okay.
I've forgotten who's on my cast.
Okay.
that's the most Stanbury answer of all time. She's like, who?
Talene, Sarah.
Okay.
Who else is there?
I don't know.
No, that is a genuine question.
No, I
That's
remember,
it.
actually.
That is it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's it.
That's it. That's the cast.
That's the
it.
cast. No, that's not the
Oh.
cast. I know there are 2 particularly that are missing, but I'll leave those.
Well, that's 2 rooms for us then.
Yeah,
rooms for you. You can
Exactly.
Okay, wait, that's great. And I do love, not only are we watching you guys on social media, but on your podcast, you have been covering so many different topics. And a topic that me and everyone want to talk to you about, because we both don't drink, that you've cut back on your drinking, or you say you almost basically don't anymore. And when did you kind of have the realization that that was something you wanted to kind of focus in on?
Not for any other reason than, honestly, it just doesn't react that well with me. I mean, I like to have a drink. I just don't drink to the point, like I used to party like a rock star, you know, and I realized at my age, it just takes me like so long to recover, and I lose all those days. And then you end up, you know, chatting rubbish with people you really don't like. And then I have the horrible hangover in the morning. and you know, my tummy, it's so acidic too. It just doesn't. I just don't feel good, and so and I think probably watching my castmates as enough. I'm like, I don't want to appear like that. So no.
They know how to party.
They know how to party.
We'll say that, yes.
But you know, I'm still like, but then when I do decide that I want to go like have a really good, you know, shot of tequila with the girls, then it's really fun. You know, like in Bali, we went nuts. I mean, although the tequila wasn't that great, it was like girls gone wild. And that was like, honestly, I hadn't done that in ages because, you know, he wasn't there. So like, you know.
Not because of me, honey.
No, yeah. I know, because you weren't there.
Yeah.
I did it, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he reins you in?
Yes.
Really?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Caroline used to be the last one, always like until 7 a.m. partying like a rockstar, like crazy. And now it's just, I think our lifestyle changed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Getting ready for baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're monkeys.
I stopped drinking like 2 months ago because I was on Ozempic and I had like a terrible reaction with alcohol and Ozempic.
I've had it.
It's the worst. It was like
Was it projectile vomiting?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yes. Me too. I did it in the Abbey.
Wait,
Wait, that is iconic.
that's a place to do it though.
No, and of
Ozempic
course
vomiting
everyone,
at the
like,
Abbey.
and
On me.
they're so excited
Literally
to
on me.
see me, and I had and it's nothing. You drink half a glass,
Yeah.
and you're like literally, it's like, and there's no way to run to a
It was
bathroom.
terrible. I was trying to cover her. I mean, it was just a disaster.
No, that'll do it. Yeah, I had a bad experience too. And I was
I think
like, that's it.
if you haven't projectile vomited on Ozempic, you haven't lived yet.
And especially in West Hollywood.
I warn everyone. I'm like, do not even look at a drink.
No, seriously, it was the worst. Okay, before we wrap, the reunion, it's coming up.
Oh God.
How are we feeling? What's our game plan going into it? What are you looking forward to addressing? Who are you looking forward to addressing? What do you want to get off your chest?
I think you know, Sarah, about, you know, her friendship with Brooks, and sort of, I think, seeing what was going on with me and Brooks, and sort of throughout that, and her sort of backing Brooks in that relationship. I think Brooks implying that Michael is my sugar daddy is interesting. And again, that kind of undoes, I think it sort of undoes all the work that I've ever done in my entire life. But I don't think any of them have watched Ladies of London either, which I think that they've avoided on purpose, so that's okay. And then what else? You know, my relationship with me wanting to blow up all the girls' relationships, like, you know, Lisa's relationship, Brooks's relationship with Tarlene, all of these things. That's just was never my intention. As far as I'm concerned, the more the merrier. So I wouldn't mind talking about all of that.
It is. So I almost was having confusion with Brooks with that, because I'm like, does she know what a sugar daddy is? Like, I felt like I was like, I don't know if that was like.
Oh, she knows what one is.
She knows what. Because I'm like, how does she think Michael? And it made no sense.
Michael
to me.
would pay not to have sex with me.
Yeah.
That was also the part I was like, I think we're missing a part of the pie. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. But
Yeah.
he's been in my family in Dubai since I landed there. And I have very long-term relationships in my life that are like, you know, family, because he's on his own. He was in Abu Dhabi when I met him. My kids have grown up with him.
Yeah.
We go on holidays together, as you see, and he's a big part of our family.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I do at least like that you guys were able to. That was part of one of the better Twitter weeks when you guys were just like having a full ball with it, and like the Barbies and everything.
Oh, it's so good. The time he flew me to Paris, yes. No, you know, like it's all you can do is really laugh. I mean, I don't even know what that looks like. But again, it's fine. It's Housewives.
But you mentioned your co-stars didn't watch Ladies of London. Have you watched Ladies of London?
No,
and if you
he hasn't either.
Sergio, you have to watch it.
I feel like I don't want to watch that side of Caroline because it's kind of like.
He can't watch anything with my old life.
Nothing happened before me, so it's fine. And it's fine because every time we travel somewhere,
BSC.
you know, if she's been there with the ex-husband, I'm like, oh, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. He doesn't want to see anything part of my old life. I want you to watch Ladies
It's
of
so good.
It's
It
good.
is so
it's
good.
timeless.
I watched a little bit,
Yeah.
that, you know, that little trailer that you showed me. That was,
London. Last time we were here, someone
Yeah.
played him a trailer. That's all he's seen.
it was great, actually.
Wow, you
And
need
I
to
feel
watch
because it
more.
was one of the episode. It was one of the series that came with the Peacock like vault drop, so it's getting such like a
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
I know
fan
Ayan
base.
started to watch it. She watched quite a few episodes, and
What
she
is-
was like, "Okay, I get it." She's like, "This, you are the same person." But I don't think the other girls have ever bothered to look.
I feel like it was too bossy, you know, like
Bossy.
bossy?
Yeah.
Like too boss, like at the, you know.
Is it bossy or does she just know what she wants?
Yes.
Here's the
She
thing.
was the boss.
Yeah,
she was the
boss, yeah.
I'm still the boss, darling.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Always the boss.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Did you see we went tandem biking yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was
That was
so good.
terrifying.
Wait, and I do love how much you guys unpack like your love of bagels here too.
Oh my god,
Oh
that's
my
all
god,
we've
I'm
done is eat
obsessed.
bagels.
We've been trying every
Every
bagel
day.
shop everywhere.
I've been to every bagel shop.
How do
and-
y'all eat
and
bagels
the
all day and
opposite.
still look like that?
I don't
it's
know.
kind of unfair.
That's the only thing we eat, that bagel.
Bagels.
That's it. That's it. All
Yeah.
for the day.
You know?
Oh,
All right,
well, I hope the bagel that you have before the reunion fills you up and keeps you good because we can't wait to watch that. And thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for
you.
having us.
Thank you.